What's going on, guys? Your Sports Cards coming at you with another video today. So, I'm excited to bring you this video and kind of just my thoughts because I was just thinking today, and sorry, it's past 4 p.m. again. I'm so sorry. It's just been like craziness with like school and classes and everything. Just so much going on. But anyways, I wanted to bring you guys this video today. I shot by the title. I'm going to kind of go like through my reasons like why retail sports cards aren't worth it in general. And kind of just like take you through my thought process there. And obviously some of you guys are going to disagree. So drop your comments down below, whether you agree, disagree, have some conversations. These videos usually get a lot of dislikes because there's a lot of people disagree, and then they get a lot of likes because a lot of people agree with me. So the one where I said like, why the sports card hobby is going to die, I think it got like a lot of likes and a lot of dislikes because there's, it's a debate. It's controversial. So I won't be looking at the likes or dislikes for this one. But one quick announcement before I kind of get into this. Again, we didn't go live yesterday because of certain, reasons that I explained in yesterday's video. So if you're really curious, go check out yesterday's video. But hopefully we'll have, maybe over Zoom, I'll post the podcast instead of going live. But we'll see. So let's get into today's video, and I'm going to tell you why I think retail sports cards aren't worth it in general. Secondary market, even finding them at Target. I think just a preface here, I'm going to start off with this and then kind of get into the reasonings. The only two boxes of sports cards that are worth your money retail at Target or Walmart are NBA Hoops Premium Stock and Panini Prism Football. That is it. None of these other products are worth your money retail-wise. Now, if you want to just rip something, okay, that's different. But if you're looking to make your money back, you're looking to pull like a big card, those are the only two products going to do well. And that kind of gets me into my first reason here of why I will not buy retail. So like obviously, okay, I just did 4 blasts of retail sports cards, but those were like my friends bought them and I opened them just to like I made sure to, number one, they gave me free content, so thank you guys. And they want to just make sure like all the cards were taken care of, and they were pretty confident in me that I would like sleeve everything correctly and everything. So why I'm not a fan of retail sports cards. So personally, and I think, ever since I started collecting, and maybe ever since you started collecting, when you go to like Target and like people used to say, oh yeah, the blaster boxes like weren't worth it. Like, oh yeah, like don't get this. Like, oh, it's retail sports cards. Like there was such a narrative and like stigma around buying retail sports cards to open in general. Like it wasn't worth it. It was a ripoff. You were never going to make your money back. Like it was all hobby. And now, of course, since like there's been a resurgence in the popularity of sports cards, it's really tough to get a hobby. Like $700 for an Optic hobby box is insane. And like a $20 box of Optic, is pretty good, right? So I think in general, it's not worth it. And that's kind of like been shown especially with like Panini Contenders. Like I don't even think $20 is worth a box of Panini Contenders. Like with the stuff that has come out of Contenders, and when I say that, like I mean like all the memorabilia cards that you get that are worth less than $1, like in my opinion, do not make it worth it to like potentially pull a Justin Herbert. Like a Justin Herbert relic is $17. So unless you're going for a Justin Herbert autograph, which is already rare to get an autograph in general, and then Justin Herbert autograph is like even more rare. Like that's insane odds to pull. Even like one of the big 4 QBs, or 5, I guess. Love, Hurts, Tua, Burrow, and Herbert, right? It's so hard to pull an auto, and you're probably not going to pull an auto in general. So I think Contenders is a ripoff. I think any of these paper products, and someone like commented on my one of these like, what's a paper product? I mean like something that just doesn't have like a chrome texture. So like your Contenders, your Score, I think Score is a ripoff. Now I think if you're getting into collecting, okay, why not? But if you're worried about like making money, then it like retail's a ripoff. And that's why I think it's crazy it's selling so much. Like a box of Donruss football, 88 cards were like, 70 of them are base. You get a few inserts that are maybe worth 25, 50 cents. Like if you really want these cards that much, just buy I'd rather spend $20 on a card that I really like rather than spending $20 on a box of cards. And again, like I get it if you just want to like open up packs because that's obviously like super fun to do. But also instead of maybe buying a blaster box, I would save, because like think about it. every time that you want to buy a blaster box, right, you could be saving that $20 for a hobby box. Now, that's up to you. If you want to do like, if you'd rather rip more blaster boxes, if you'd rather rip like, I don't know, 6 or 7 blaster boxes compared to like one hobby box where you can actually pull something good in the hobby box but not in the blaster, like that's obviously up to you, right? Because every collector is different. But if you're looking to make money, retail sports cards are not not the thing to go. Another thing is like hanger packs are an absolute ripoff. And again, minus Prism and minus NBA Hoops Premium Stock and like any of the chrome like textures like Optic, that's like beside, like those actually have value. But I think like hanger packs, like for like the Donruss that I opened up on the channel, you got like what, like 15 base cards and you're paying like $10. Like I could go and, you know, like buy 15 base cards for like 5 or 10 cents each, you know? And like the rookies that I pulled, like, yeah, they're cool, but like I can get them for like less than $1. So like I get it. It's still exciting to like open them and you have like a shot at like something crazy, but like most of the time you're not really gonna like get a bunch of like all the good stuff. So that's kind of like my first reason I don't like retail sports cards, because it's just like a ripoff in my opinion. Kind of the second reason I don't like retail sports cards, even at regular price, is I feel like after you open them, at least for me, and now maybe I'm totally wrong. I could be totally wrong here, but like at least for me, like when I open them, I always go in with like too high of expectations, even if I know that like I'm not gonna get anything good. Like it's still on like the back of my head, like something about it. Like I just have high expectations going into it, and so like when I don't pull anything great, or like I'm like, oh, like was that like really worth the $20? And I feel like, yeah, like when I'm like opening, like it's great feeling, I'm excited, like blah blah blah. But I just like I'm not like, I don't know, like after I'm always like, oh, you know, like I could have spent that $20 elsewhere. And maybe that's just me, and I'm interested. So comment down below. Is that like, do you guys get like the similar feeling when you open something and like you go, like, can you like control the type of expectations you go in? Like I can tell myself I'm going with low expectations, and I still go in with high expectations. So that's just me though. Like I don't know. Maybe that's like not every collector. So I think sometimes like it's a letdown. Like I almost wish like I saved that $20 to buy something different. Because most of the time, you're not going to make your money back, if that's what you care about. Now, again, perhaps it's like the 30th time in the video. If you're just opening packs to open packs, like, that's totally fine. So I think, like, the kind of, like, the meh mood I feel sometimes, like, after opening blaster boxes. And my third letdown about blaster boxes, and I kind of preface this a bit, not even blasters, like hangers, gravity feed packs, it's a lot of base cards. I feel like, again, you're more beneficial to, like the card, like what card you're chasing or whatever. And obviously, you know, if you're chasing a card and you buy a $20 box of cards and you get it and you're getting it like a discounted rate, like that's obviously the hope in every pack. But I think if you're really chasing a card, maybe not like a Herbert autograph, because that's like tough to save up for. Like even, I don't even think I bought that many blaster boxes to afford a Herbert auto my entire career of sports cards. I've opened a lot of blaster boxes. But I'm talking about, you know, maybe like you're going for like a $40 card and you're like, okay, I'm going to open a blaster box and like maybe I'll pull like an Antonio Gibson autograph. I think you're much better off just buying the autograph. It's not as fun per se, but like it's less of a gamble. And at least for me, like that's what I found, like from opening like a bunch of these boxes, that I'd rather just buy the card that I'm looking for rather than open the packs. Because there's a lot of base that comes with it, a lot of like extra storage, and I know like a lot of people like get annoyed by all the base they have, and stuff like that. But then again, I get it. Like it's like a gamble in a sense. Like you're kind of risking it. But yeah, so I guess like if I had any advice for you guys, if you're in this to make money, or you're in this to like have like, you know, like a side income or to fund your collecting, right? I would stay away from packs as like a way to you know, make money from the hobby. I think maybe for reselling, which again, like I'm not like a massive fan of reselling retail sports cards. I understand it, but I'm not like a huge fan of it. Then like, okay, like I understand like buying retail, but to rip retail and like expect a return, it's really tough. Like when you buy retail, and this will be my last piece of advice kind of before I finish off here. When you buy retail, go in expecting that you just lost your $20. And I think like that's something like I need to work on as well. Like anytime I buy a box, you have to spend like $100. You got to go in there and say, okay, like I lost this money. Like I'm not recouping this. So I don't know, guys, more of a grim video today, but I'm interested to see what you guys think. Are retail sports cards worth it? I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, and a lot of people are going to agree with me. So I cannot wait to read the comments on this one. It's going to be fun. But guys, if you enjoyed this video or didn't enjoy this video, drop a like. Come on, help me in the algorithm at least. You know, we can respectfully disagree, right? Make sure to subscribe for more hot takes and just some great content regarding retail hunting. Because, of course, I'll still retail hunt to give back to people because I know there's still people that would like to open retail sports cards. So still got to help the community out in that sense. And, yeah, drop a comment down below. Do you disagree? Do you agree with me? Am I crazy? Do I need to stay in school, as I've seen with a lot of comments, like when I make some of these videos, a lot of people are like, oh, dude, like, stay in school, or, like, you know, stuff like that. Let me know down in the comment section below. I'm looking forward to it. And, guys, I will see you tomorrow.